According to federal prosecutors, one OnlyFans creator earned more than $5.4 million online, but now she's facing federal tax charges over what they allege she didn't report and didn't pay.
That tax guru ain't no looking down. From the chaos to
This is case file number 020. OnlyFans creator charged over $1.6 million in unpaid taxes. If you've ever thought I make my money online so the IRS probably isn't paying attention, this case should make you think again. Before we get started, one important reminder. Everything I'm about to discuss comes from the federal indictment and public court filings. These are allegations. Mrs. Perez has been charged, but she has not been convicted and is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in court. Now let's talk about what federal prosecutors say happened. Kylie Leia Perez, who is also known professionally as Natalie Monroe, built a very successful business on OnlyFans. According to the indictment, between 2020 and 2023, she earned more than $5.4 million through subscriptions, tips, and pay-per-view content. That's not pocket change. That's a successful business. And that's really the first lesson in this case. A lot of people still think of content creation as a hobby. The IRS generally doesn't. Once you start making serious money online, you're generally running a business. Whether your income comes from OnlyFans, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Facebook, coaching, consulting, or selling digital products, the tax rules generally stay the same. The format may be different, the tax law isn't. According to federal prosecutors, Perez earned millions through her OnlyFans business. The indictment alleges she filed a false federal income tax return for 2019. It also alleges she failed to pay federal income taxes for tax years 2020 through 2023. According to prosecutors, those alleged actions resulted in approximately $1.6 million in unpaid federal income taxes. Now let's stop there for a second. When people hear a number like $1.6 million, they immediately think this case is simply about owing taxes. It isn't. Every year, thousands of taxpayers owe the IRS money. Most of them are never criminally charged. That's because owing taxes and committing a tax crime are not the same thing. A civil tax case usually involves someone who owes money to the IRS. A criminal tax case requires prosecutors to prove every element of the charged offenses beyond a reasonable doubt. That's an important distinction, and it's one that often gets lost when these stories make headlines. Here's another lesson every online creator should take into account. Many online platforms don't withhold taxes like a traditional employer. If you're self-employed, you're generally responsible for setting aside money for taxes yourself. That usually means keeping accurate books and records, reporting all of your taxable income, making estimated tax payments when required, and paying self-employment tax when it applies. Those responsibilities don't disappear because your customers find you through an app. Whether you make money creating videos, selling digital products, streaming games, posting exclusive content, or running any other online business, the tax rules generally work the same way. That's why this story isn't really about OnlyFans. It's about the creator economy. Millions of Americans now own income online, and many of them have never owned a traditional business before. That can create problems if they don't understand their tax responsibilities. One question I know people are going to ask is, well, how did the IRS catch her? The honest answer is, we really don't know. The public record says the case was investigated by the IRS Criminal Investigations Division, but it does not explain how the investigation began. It doesn't identify a whistleblower. It doesn't mention bank subpoenas. So I'm not going to speculate. If the public record doesn't say it, I'm not going to make it up. According to the indictment, Perez has been charged with 1 count of filing a false federal income tax return and 4 counts of failure to pay income tax. Again, those are criminal charges. They are not convictions. Based on the latest publicly available information, the case remains pending. So what's a tax guru take? This story isn't really about the type of platform someone uses. It's about what can happen when a successful business grows faster than someone's tax plan. I've seen this happen with contractors, real estate agents, truck drivers, consultants, online sellers, and now more and more often, content creators. The money starts coming in, business is growing, everything seems to be going perfect. Taxes get pushed aside because there's always something that feels more important. 1 year becomes two, two becomes three. Before long, what started as a manageable tax bill has become a major problem. That's why I always tell business owners to treat taxes like any other business expense. If you know part of that money belongs to the IRS, don't spend it. Set it aside. Make your estimated tax payments when they're due. Keep good records, and if you fall behind, don't ignore it. The sooner you address a tax problem, the more options you genuinely will have available. Waiting almost never makes things better. We'll continue following this case as it moves through the court system. And remember, because this is still a pending criminal case, everyone charged is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in court. If you enjoy learning about real tax crimes that teach real tax lessons, be sure to follow this page. I'm Tyrone Taylor, enrolled agent. Real tax crimes, real court cases, real lessons. That tax guru tax crime file stories.
Now the business looking clean, money coming through. Everybody asking who helped me break through. That tax guru got me thinking big now. That tax guru ain't no looking down. From the chaos to the confidence, from surviving to accomplishments. Now the whole team leveling up.